So, after my latest video, taking the absolute piss out of seething leftists who cannot cope with the truth I expose, and so leave some very angry comments on my content, this guy decided to respond to me. The I'm not racist crowd strikes again. That thumbnail isn't fooling anyone who hasn't thrown their brain out of a 7-story building. The thumbnail in question, by the way, featured the profile picture of one of my haters. This guy who called for my channel to be banned because he clearly can't cope with the fact that an Englishman doesn't want his country flooded by waves of never-ending mass immigration. No, I am not a racist because I don't want your cultural events shoved in my face every time I step out of my front door.
I'm investing, spend it on you and your bestie, you and your twin on your jet ski. I'll change your life if you let me, girls. I like pretty girl.
Yes, that video actually took place in Britain, in London to be exact. What a surprise. I'm sure Sadiq Khan was rubbing his hands at that.
Girls.
I want to live around English culture. So apparently, according to this utter moron, I am racist for using the profile picture of a guy who left an angry comment in an angry comments video. What an idiot this guy is. Just look at some of the comments your audience has made, Lamau. Just proves how disgusting and delusional you people truly are. Of course, if we actually read through the comments, the vast majority of them were very reasonable people expressing their agreement and annoyance at being called racist all the time, simply for believing that the native population of Britain has the right to preserve their culture. What's hilarious is that this leftist moron who made this unhinged and idiotic comment will, on one hand, call us racists for saying England for the English, but then he will also complain about America being on stolen land, and he'll claim that the United States belongs to Native Americans. But according to him, there's no such thing as native English. You see, these self-hating leftists, whose brains are filled exclusively with slop and propaganda, only believe that non-European people are entitled to nationalistic sentiment. To prove this, why don't we conduct a little thought experiment? Imagine if Nigerians suddenly decided that they wanted to ban any white people from ever moving to Nigeria because they aren't native. Do we think that the left would be in uproar about this? Would they be calling Nigerians racist for not wanting any white people in their country? Would they insist that the Nigerians are missing out on the benefits of cultural enrichment and diversity? Of course they wouldn't. But if a European country dared become a nationalist state and prevent anyone but natives from having citizenship, the left would be up in arms. They'd be labelling them far-right, hateful, dangerous, and regressive. Under leftist ideology, countries in the third world are more than welcome to become nationalist states. But European countries must be global charities that let in migrants from everywhere and anywhere. What a disgrace. Anyway, his comment continues. We don't even have to make that much effort to call you racist. You just do all the work for us and open your mouth, Lamau. What a sad joke. The sad joke, my friend, is your idiotic double standard. The real racist is the one who thinks that Europeans deserve to have their countries flooded by immigration, our cultures diluted, neighbourhoods transformed, social trust eroded, national unity destroyed, and ultimately becoming a minority in our homelands. I think that that makes you the real racist. Such insidious beliefs can only ever be motivated by concealed hatred, masquerading as empathy for third world migrants. But you don't really care about them. All you want is to see Europe collapse. Probably because you're a communist. What an absolute tosser.